Is it possible to go from not attractive to attractive in just 30 days? Well, wonder no more, because today we're gonna find out if it's possible. Well, at least for this dude right here, Dylan McKnight. He made this video. I'm an average looking guy that tried Looksmaxxing 30-day update. Today we're gonna watch it. I'm gonna give my, thoughts, my reaction, what I would have done differently, and maybe we'll learn a thing or two. So let's begin.
What you're looking at right now is the ugliest I have ever been. I went through some depression recently that really caused a lack of self-care in my life, but I'm done feeling sorry for myself. For the next 30 days, I will be strictly following the male model protocol, and at the end of the 30 days, I will be showing my results.
I do not even feel like the same human being anymore.
First of all, bro, you're not ugly. You're, a well-built guy. Obviously, you got, a little bit of acne going on, but that's no big deal. Everybody gets that. You look pretty young. You're probably like low 20s or like late teens. I don't know. I had acne until I was 22. So from 15 to 22, I had pretty bad acne. I noticed that you were doing some sort of skincare there. It's one thing I want to point out. Every guy should at least have a bare minimum skincare routine. If you have no idea where to start, I recommend checking out Hanley, and we are lucky because they are also the sponsor of today's video, so shout out to them. If you don't know where to start, have no idea what to do, I recommend just starting with Hanley level 1, which comes with a morning and evening moisturizer, a daily face wash, and an exfoliating scrub. You just go online, pick the level you want to start with, and then it's shipped to your door each and every month without you even having to move a muscle. It couldn't be easier. I'm actually wearing Hanley right now. AM moisturizer. How am I looking? Am I looking good? It's highly important to at least have SPF 20 sunblock in your skincare to protect you from the sun, not only for, sun damage, but also skin cancer and things like this. I've been using Hanley for like the past 5-6 years, even before I even was on YouTube. One of my first viral videos actually was me promoting Hanley, not sponsored or anything, and we've been working together ever since. So if you're interested, click the link down below, and I think I have some sort of special code for you. Let me find it real quick. So yeah, let's go back to the video.
I was a very average looking guy, and I'm not doing that thing where I make a video on social media hoping to get some validation from you guys telling me that, oh no, don't worry, you really are good looking. I'm not fishing for compliments. My experience thus far in life has been that I'm an average looking dude, and that's all. And as of currently, I wouldn't even call myself average. I'm breaking out bad, mainly from poor diet choices, and as a reflection of a poor diet, my face is always super bloated. Buzzing off my hair recently has exposed my receding hairline.
Yeah, you do have a little bit of a receding hairline. I had that too. I don't know what you're gonna do in this video to try to counteract that, but one thing I did notice here is that the side of your hair is like longer almost than the top of your hair. I think it's just an illusion kind of from the receding hairline. I had that same exact thing before I got my hair transplant. So something you can do is try fading that side, like get it trimmed, so get a low taper. Not only is this gonna make the hair on top look longer, well, it will be longer, but it's just a more aesthetic look, but also it's going to make your face look a little bit slimmer, because right now it's like you got some weird awkward hair shooting out from the side, and it looks even shorter from the front, and it makes the top look like it's thinning even more. So I would get a fade. I think that would make a huge difference.
Has exposed my receding hairline, and my facial hair is out of control. Due to my unfortunate sleep schedule, I'm awake through most of the night, and I sleep through a lot of the day, which has evidently left me with eye bags. This also means I hardly ever see the sun, which has come with a multitude of problems, the most obvious being an extremely pale complexion.
Bro, this pose is like so funny. You're obviously just like totally relaxing your jowls, and your hair looks, yeah, like I said, this is the best angle to see your hair. Like, since it's so long on the side, it's making the top look thinning. Imagine if you had a nice fade. But anyways, yeah, some sun would do you good. I got the same issue. Let's keep going.
I have to get as attractive as I possibly can.
Jesus, look at those arms, bro. They're huge. They're like almost as big as mine. You got the vein popping. You got forearm veins popping out. You already are ahead of like 99% of the population fitness wise. So, that's already like putting you so much ahead of so many other people. I think I read a quote like only like 23% of people actually work out. So the fact that you're doing it, you've been obviously doing it consistently for a long time, that sets you apart immensely.
I'm gonna need as much help as I can possibly get. So I did the only thing I could think of, and I reached out to my friend Xiaomi, who just so happens to be famous on TikTok for looks improvement.
Xiaomi was our first Looksmax reaction transformation, so shout out to him. He has a crazy transformation to you. Go check out his stuff.
Got back to me super quick, and he actually hooked me up with free access to his facial gains ebook.
I'm kind of in a unique position because I unfortunately only have 30 days, so I'm just gonna really extract the main meat and potatoes from this and focus on just a couple things that I think will probably make the biggest difference.
I quickly compiled a list of things I would need and then proceeded to pay Jeff Bezos approximately $150.
Looksmaxxing ain't cheap, bro. 159 bucks. I want to know what you got. Comment down below. What do you think he got? And I'll give you a couple seconds. What did he order?
Friday, so unfortunately I had to wait a little longer for shipping. While I waited for my stuff to come, I started tanning, I cleaned up my diet, and I lowered my calories to start losing body fat.
chest popping, shoulders wide as hell, skinny waist. You got about maybe, I don't know, 15% body fat, which is like a sweet spot. If you want to look amazing, have your face shredded down too, have your jawline pop, and you're going to want to be around the 10% body fat, which you could do within like probably a month and a half. Maybe not 30 days, but a month and a half, I'd say.
I've lost nearly 10 pounds in just over a week, which is honestly pretty concerning because whenever you lose weight that fast, it's pretty much guaranteed that you've lost muscle. In my case, however, luckily I think most of that weight was probably just water weight, like no kidding, probably 7 to 8 pounds of it, just because my diet previously was so bad that I was holding on to so much water.
Yeah, so it's not natural to be losing 5 pounds per week. My most that I lost was about 7 pounds a week, and this was when I was in literally like a 2,000 calorie deficit, and I was running like a 5K every day, so 3 miles a day. So that's not natural. That was mostly water weight as well, probably a little bit of fat too. But you don't want to take it that far. You want to be, if you're trying to cut, you want to aim for losing about 1 to 1.5 pounds per week, right? So that's 10 pounds in 2 weeks is too much.
Good news, the last of the packages finally came today. And the bad news is that we're already 2.5 weeks into this challenge, and I haven't even got to use the stuff that I ordered. Okay, so everything is here right now. I'm pretty eager to just open everything up and actually start Looksmaxing finally. But before we do that, we have officially reached the halfway point in this challenge, so I want to do kind of like a progress update. Even though the only thing I've done so far is lose weight and tan.
Looks like he curled his eyelashes. His eyelashes definitely look longer. His eyes are like sparkling a little bit there. Am I wrong? Tell me if I'm wrong. Other than that, his skin is clearing up just a little bit. Hair's grown out a little bit, but other than that, not too much has changed.
The difference is already drastic. My face appears a lot.
All right, yeah, I mean, in this comparison, it definitely does look like your jaw got a little more angular. I think you're probably just biting down a little bit though. You're also squinting your eyes a little bit, trying to give yourself those, dreamy hunter eyes as opposed to the prey eyes, but it's all good. We all do it. I am guilty as well.
The fat loss has made my jawline more pronounced and my skin is already a bit more clear. But now that we have everything here for the remaining 2.5 weeks of this challenge, here's exactly what I'm gonna do. As soon as I get out of bed, I immediately start my day by taking my supplements. I'm definitely gonna be taking a multivitamin. I guess you could just call that your generic all-encompassing health vitamin. So this is where things get a little more interesting. This is beta carotene. I'm gonna be taking this for the purpose of just giving my skin a little more natural color. Just kind of think of it as a tan. You can find a lot of this stuff inside carrots, hence the name carotene. You ever heard as a little kid people saying, if you eat a ton of carrots, your skin's gonna turn orange? It's true to a degree. And let's not forget finasteride.
Yeah, beta carotene is a stimulant of melanin. Melanin is color within your skin, so having a little extra beta carotene that you don't get in food is definitely gonna give you a little bit of color. You'd have to eat a shit ton of carrots to achieve what a supplement would do, so he's smart for opting for the supplement. Next, he said finasteride.
It's a full-blown pharmaceutical drug, so it's a little bit difficult to get your hands on this. However, it's a DHT blocker. DHT is the hormone responsible for hair loss.
I want to stop you real quick. Finasteride, yes, it is as of right now the strongest deterrent for hair loss for men. You said hair loss is caused by DHT or dihydrotestosterone. You're not right, but you're not completely wrong. It's actually your personal sensitivity to DHT. So that's why some guys are not very sensitive. They also have DHT, but they don't go bald. Some guys are more sensitive. I guess I'm a sensitive little bitch, so I started losing hair. So DHT blockers, there's multiple different kinds of DHT blockers. So taking one of those will actually help fight against hair loss. However, what I've heard is your beard hair requires DHT. So if you're trying to grow out your beard, if you're taking a DHT blocker, that will hinder your beard growth. So it's a little bit give and take, but I would much rather have hair on my head. I'll sacrifice the beard. I think most of us would probably agree.
Basically, this is just gonna keep the hair on my head and possibly grow it back. After that, I make sure to get 15 to 20 minutes of direct sunlight a day. I try to get direct exposure from the sun every day. How long just kind of depends on what the UV rays are. Sometimes, yeah, it is kind of difficult just because there tends to be lots of cloud cover where I live, but I try my best.
Not only is that super important because it gives you a little bit of color, it gives you vitamins, but it also just makes you feel so much better. I know me personally, I'm working inside most of the day. I need to go on at least 2 or 3 little walks, even if it's just around the block, just to see outside, feel the sunlight hit my face, the fresh air. It has an immediate effect on my mood. It kind of resets me, and when I feel good, I do good, and I'm able to be productive and, hold myself accountable.
I shower, where I use a shampoo and conditioner that contain hair regrowth properties. I also make sure to use only cold water on my head. This improves blood circulation in the scalp.
Those are all things that I've recommended. Massaging the scalp to kind of break up, stimulate blood flow and collagen production on top of your head. Also hair growth shampoos. One that I recommend is by the brand Feel Confident. This is probably one of my favorite Looksmaxxing brands. That's where I get my oral minoxidil as well. Their hair shampoo and conditioner has hair growth properties and also like 4 different kind of DHT blockers in it. So I recommend checking them out.
Apply a moisturizer to my face and lips to keep my skin hydrated throughout the day. I also make sure to do a last minute check for any areas of the face that may need attention. During the day, whenever I get the chance, I exercise my jaw with this product I bought off Amazon.
Okay, so aside from losing body fat, obviously, that is definitely hands down the best way I feel like you can accentuate your jawline. Look around. I mean, it's not a secret. Most of our food nowadays is super processed. It's all very malleable, super chewy, and most guys are literally walking around with non-existent massive muscle.
I agree with that. First, lose body fat. If you're fat as shit, there's no way you're gonna see the 6-pack laying underneath, but you shed that extra layer, you're gonna see the structure that lies hidden, right? So same thing with your face. If you got a bunch of fat around your jaw and your chin, you're not gonna see the jawline, baby. So lose weight. Also, you know, exercising this master muscle here, growing out, it'll kind of give you that little wider, more prominent jawline look. Best product, in my opinion, is Tough Chewing Gum. And if you guys, if you watch the channel, you know where to find it. Let's keep it going.
I have very clean meals throughout the day that are not only healthy, but I enjoy. A good diet is one that meets nutritional requirements, but isn't painstakingly hard to abide by. I'll then typically take another shower, or I'll just wash my face, and then after that, I'll begin my nightly routine. Dermarolling is the process of poking tiny holes in the scalp in an effort to re-stimulate inactive hair follicles. After dermarolling, I apply numerous essential oils to my head. When your head smells like a Chinese massage parlor, that's when you know you did it right.
Dermarolling is this technique of poking a bunch of tiny little holes in your scalp, usually using a roller or a stamping tool. It's kind of been known that the stamping tool is a little better because the rolling tool can damage your hair. I mean, it makes sense if you're like rolling over your hair, it could be like stabbing holes and breaking your hair and stuff. So it makes sense to kind of like wiggle in between your hair follicles and stamp it, right? And then he's using essential oils to regrow that hairline. There's not a lot of data on these essential oils, so it's probably not really doing much, but it's probably not hurting him either. The main 2 things that are going to make a difference are minoxidil and finasteride and DHT blocker.
I just put like 4 different oils on, and when I was putting the peppermint one on, that one felt like the little tiny fire ants were biting my scalp. Beauty is pain, I guess. This is that purple toothpaste I'm sure you've seen all over TikTok. If you haven't seen it, you are definitely living under a rock. This is my first time trying it, so we're gonna see if it does anything. They say that you gotta use it for at least a week to see results. However, the exception is that my teeth are completely natty. I've never used a whitener, nothing. So we're gonna see if it does something. We're gonna take my teeth's virginity.
Because purple is the complementary color of yellow, this toothpaste works in a way to conceal the yellow staining of the teeth.
So obviously, before it looks like this, a little bit yellow, but you know, teeth are supposed to be a little bit yellow. It's a bone, right? It's actually unnatural for them to be completely white. Maybe it looks a little bit better. As far as I know, how this works is it just kind of bleaches your teeth, kind of the same effect as like a crest whitening strip. I've never used that actual toothpaste before, but I'd be interested to try it out. Yeah, maybe it looks a little better, but I think after 30 days, it could definitely have an effect.
Okay, so last week of this Looksmaxxing challenge, and it's just kind of funny because I feel like doing this, it's just forced me to be a lot more critical about my appearance, specifically my face. Like just yesterday, okay, I woke up, I looked in the mirror, and I just immediately realized how bad my eyes looked. Just the dark circles, you know, the eye bags, they're just something I've always had naturally. And yeah, you're not gonna be able to see it in this lighting, but they're there, trust me. And it's just like, okay, ever since I started paying attention to my looks, now all of a sudden any imperfection I have, like, has to be changed.
That's like the classic quote, the day that you start lifting is the day you become forever small. It's like, once you start the journey, it's almost impossible to escape the thought mindset of it's never enough, right? It's same thing with wealth building. You first set the milestone here, I need to make $1 million, and you get around people that are making $2 million, like, I need to make that. It's kind of the same, and something that's hard to avoid with Looksmaxxing. You're always going to be finding little imperfections. I know even I do it, but it's important to, you know, keep that at bay and not let it totally take you over.
And once again, where credit is due, I did get it from Xiaomi's Facial Gains ebook. I'm going to be plugging his ebook below in the description if you want to try it for yourself. This video is not sponsored by them. It's just without that thing, I would have been screwed, to be honest with you. It's an affiliate link, so yeah, it does help me a little.
I think instead of doing that, you should go check out my Glow Up program, the 72-hour male model. I'm sure it's like 10 times better than Xiaomi's little ebook or whatever. Kidding, love you, Xiaomi.
But you gotta be careful not to let it develop into this obsession, because I think it really could be like a toxic relationship you develop with yourself.
That was so funny. The dog literally like mimicked his exact bark. It was like the dog was like it's a paid actor.
Unfortunately, this is what my eyes typically look like in the morning. I trustingly applied the serum from this device onto my face. It could have been horse jizz for all I knew. Actually, insane results.
All right, so here's the before and after with the eyes. In my opinion, I think there was just more lighting in the after. I don't know if you took this footage in another room, but like imagine hold your hand above the screen and then move it over. It's just obviously so much brighter. I don't think the actual, maybe there's a slight change, but yeah, I think it's mostly due to the lighting. Let me know what you think.
Today is the final day. I definitely feel a lot.
Bro, first of all, like, I know I keep harping back your hair, bro. Like, I know you're new to this, you're a newbie, and I love you, and I'm happy to have you here in the Looksmax community, but like, you got a big old cowlick sticking out the side. The front is just like frizzy and kind of scattered. Like, you have so much potential if you just get a fresh cut, and that's gonna make a huge difference, I'm telling you.
Just to show you guys that, yeah, I did make this incredible drastic transformation. Before I take the final pictures, I'm gonna ice my face, and then I'm also gonna use this gua sha. What this will do is it's just gonna de-bloat my face, just kind of tighten everything up before I take these pictures.
So a gua sha is an ancient traditional Chinese massage tool used to scrape away against the muscle fascia to actually dispel built up fluids such as lymph node fluid, inflammation from lactic acid, as well as, you know, blood. It could be, you know, hematomas and stuff like this. So you push down and it can actually disperse a little bit of built up fluid, making you look a little bit leaner sometimes, but you're not gonna look like handsome Squidward after like 2 gua sha sessions.
Yeah, she's got some nice long hair, and you know that she's a bad chick. All the boys stare, can't help it, it's a habit. Clothes that she wears, short skirt and a jacket.
He definitely looks better. Definitely looks better. Like, first off, he's got literally completely oval face. He's definitely relaxing his tongue right here. He's not mewing at all. So his submental triangle is being pulled down. He's obviously got a little bit of acne. It's not the most aesthetic look, but he has great eyebrows. He has great looking eyes, and obviously an impressive physique. Good head of hair and eyebrows.
Down on a mattress, I just wanna have it, I just gotta have it. Rumors all around say her body is fantastic, all natural, not a piece of.
And then here, pause here, he's definitely mewing right here. Submental triangle is up. He's got that nice right angle. He immediately looks more athletic, a little bit more lean and more masculine. His skin looks probably a little bit better, but I think also just the positive facial expression that he has helps so much as well. He's got a little bit of smirk going instead of this depressed, droopy, you know, completely blue look that he had at the beginning. Yeah, he's smiling a little bit. His skin is shining a little bit from whatever product is on his face. It's probably Teach Hanley.
So yeah, that's what I achieved in just over a month.
I rate his globe an 8.34 out of 10. It was pretty dang good for just 30 days. Some things that he could improve on is his style. Style, baby, can make a huge difference. I could see him rocking some like gym streetwear style, something like this right here. I think that would look really good on his framing. Also his hair, just growing it out a little bit, and then, you know, go getting a fresh cut, get a little low taper fade just to kind of clean up the sides and make his face appear a little bit more defined and athletic. And then applying some product on top, kind of mess it up a little bit, give it some texture, some dimension. Your skin isn't really a big issue. Everybody gets some pimples from time to time. And on the skin scale, you definitely have mild acne. Other than that, you have a good complexion, awesome physique. So yeah, you're definitely in good shape.
One of the biggest difference I think I noticed was my hair. My hair just feels so much healthier, thicker, like it feels almost coarse. Aside from that, obviously the tan, my complexion just looks a lot better, a lot just healthier. Like I've actually seen the sun for once. I wish I would have had a proper skin routine, because although my diet was mainly responsible for clearing up my skin, and it did in fact do a pretty good job, I think if I would have actually implemented a proper skin routine, I would have seen a lot better results. I mean, I can't really explain to you guys how much more confident I feel just in my own skin. I'm gonna end the video right here. Thank you so much for watching.
I like what he said right there. He already feels so much more confident, and it's probably partially because of what he sees in the mirror is a little bit different, but also it's the act of putting in the effort day by day, taking the steps, taking a step forward every single day. It's no steps back. It's those steps backward that hinder your confidence. No one just has confidence that falls upon them out of the ether. No, it's earned by holding yourself accountable, being like, this is where I get my validation from. It's from saying that I'm gonna do something, going out there and fucking doing it, which most of you aren't. He put his mind to it. He's like, 30 days, I'm doing this shit. I'm taking every step possible. He did that, which is dope, but why limit it to 30 days? Us, we around here, we say never again. This is what I do now. I don't fucking drink anymore. I don't jerk off anymore. I'm just this guy now. That's it. So don't limit yourself. Quit doing these 30 days at a time shit. If you're gonna do it for real. Be a man, stand up, say it with your chest, hold yourself accountable, and be that dude. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you haven't already, subscribe, and until next time, peace.